Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be visiting the Veterans Memorial Museum in Brevard County, Florida. What will we find inside? Let's check it out. If you voted for President Trump, do me a small favor and subscribe to my channel. Thank you to all the patriots of America. Here's a cool Cobra helicopter we're fixing to look at. There it is. It's mounted on a post as well as a Huey. This Huey was in Vietnam and assisted in the evacuation of Saigon at the end of the war. This is the cockpit of a Huey. Isn't it cool? This is a Corsair jet. Beside it is one of the bombs that they would drop. Bombs had fins opened up and slowed the descent of the bomb, allowing the plane to escape the blast area before the bomb detonated on the jungle floor. Amazing. And this is a Deuce and Half, a six-wheel drive truck used to transport men and equipment to wherever they were needed. A tank that was used in Vietnam. There are a lot of things to see here. There are a lot of things to do inside. Let's go in and see what they have. This is a Jeep made by Ford. During the war, American manufacturers made products of war. This Jeep is fully equipped with everything it needed, including a mounted .30 caliber machine gun. Behind it here is a tow-along anti-tank cannon. Let's look down the barrel and see if there's a shell in it. Ready? Bang! Oh boy. Other options included a utility trailer that carried everything imaginable, including this mortar. They'd fill that thing full of everything they needed on the front lines and run it out to them. Here's a periscope from a submarine that works. You can actually look through the eyepiece and see the river outside. A fallen soldier memorial, with his empty boots and helmet and his rifle turned upside down, its bayonet stuck into the ground. Beside him is a soldier wearing a ghillie suit for camouflage. Medals of Valor, worn by heroes that earned them the hard way. And these are the hardest medals to earn. Especially these ones, the Medals of Honor. If a soldier is wearing the Medal of Honor, no matter what his rank is, the highest ranking officer must salute him. That's how important these medals are. So you can be a private, and if a general walks up to you and sees that Medal of Honor, he has to give you a snap salute in respect. Navy, Marine, and Coast Guard ribbons. Army and Air Force ribbons. Here's a Medal of Honor hero. U.S. soldier with his uniform and weapons they wore in the Afghanistan War. This is a windshield from a Humvee that has come under attack. Even though the glass is very, very thick, it still can let a bullet or two come through. American equipment. An MRE, meals ready to eat. I've eaten quite a few of these. They're pretty good. Saddam Hussein and his stuff. Well, who cares? He's gone. That's a 30mm cannon shell. These things are shot by the Humvees, or not the Humvees, the A-10 Warthogs. About 4,000 of them a minute. That'd ruin your day. AK. This block here, this is a piece of the Pentagon from the terrorist attacks on 9/11. Now these two steel beams here are from the Twin Towers. It's hard to believe that a couple of planes could generate enough fire and heat to warp these beams out of shape, turn them essentially into butter, to where they couldn't hold up the buildings anymore. Which started the war from these terrorist attacks on 9/11. And these are some of the weapons from our, Vietnam era. That's a Vietnamese soldier and what they wore as a uniform. Viet Cong. That right there is a grenade launcher. Stick a grenade in that little short-barreled rifle, arc it up in the air, pull the trigger, and it would shoot it a lot further than you could throw a grenade. Pilot's uniform. A Russian machine gun. Japanese were a tough enemy as well. Nambu pistol. Their rifle. They didn't have very good weapons. They had to be extra courageous. Charge the weapons of America with a sword. You know, bringing a knife to gunfight. Not a good idea. We have the German weapons of war, the Mauser. And the Mauser was invented at the turn of the 1900s. All bolt-action rifles produced in the world copied the Mauser because it was so accurate and safe. German machine guns. German Lugers, submachine gun, equivalent to our Thompson. Their Lugers was a prized possession with American soldiers fighting in World War II. There's a Walther PPK. That's the same gun that Hitler carried and killed himself with. Same type of gun, not that gun. P-38. World War II was a time of single shot or revolvers turning into automatic weapons, semi-automatic weapons. America was the same way. We went from revolvers to the 1911 Colt 45s. Now this is an M1 Garand. General Patton called this the greatest war implement ever devised. I owned one of these. It was a Korean War era M1 Garand. And the barrel was shot smooth. It was used so much in war. It wasn't very accurate. I only had it for a year or two and I sold it. Needed to have a new barrel put on it. You have to shoot a lot of bullets through a barrel before you take away all the lands and grooves and turn that barrel into a smooth bore. These were our weapons. There's another M1 carbine. And then you have the Thompson submachine gun with a stick magazine. And this is a Thompson submachine gun with a drum magazine. And there's your 1911 Colt 45. You have a Winchester shotgun 12 gauge with bayonet lug. Close quarters battle. And this is a water cooled 30 caliber machine gun. That ruined a lot of people's day. You didn't want to be on the receiving end of that weapon. Uniforms of the day. This was Alvin York, World War I hero. Made movies about this man. He captured a lot of people, a lot of Germans. This is a 34-star flag. And we only had 34 states in the United States. This flag was the flag of the day. There's a lot of artifacts, memorabilia in this building. Uniforms, military uniforms. And how the soldier is completely dressed in all of its gear. This is the women of war in their uniforms. This lady here, this Marine, has a lot of salad dressing on her chest. She's a hero. Sergeant. Navy. Coast Guard back in the day during sailing ship times. Little motto of that. Dress uniforms. Air Force. Marine whites. You don't want to get that white uniform dirty. You don't lean against anything. You don't sit down either. The U.S. Navy and their ships. Aircraft carrier. The USS Missouri. That is where World War II in the Pacific ended. The Japanese signed a peace treaty on that exact ship. Pearl Harbor, the damage, the explosions, the fires, a day which will live in infamy. And this is a model of Pearl Harbor.